Good morning. I am going to be recording a short energy healing, just so those of you who have maybe never come to a bigger group healing of mine can get a taste for what the energy healing is like. I usually don't, I'll get like a word, so a sort of thread of what we might be working on, but oftentimes I don't know. Once I go into the trance and the healing begins, then we sort of know what the collective theme is and what needs to be healed, and that's how we work. Um, so if you would like to receive some energy healing now, then just find somewhere comfortable, sit down, lie down, close your eyes, and I will have you just repeat out loud or to yourself, I allow this energy healing into my space, and then I will get started. And know that energy healing is not bound by our normal time. Whenever you watch this, you will receive the healing. And we will just have you pull into your mind one thing that you are really struggling with at this moment and would like some assistance with. This could be an emotional issue or a physical ailment. And we'll have you just set the intention to release the desperation that you may feel over this situation by knowing that we are here to support you. That you can lay this matter into the hands of the loving, healing spirits that surround you. And as the connection begins to strengthen, we will just have you take 3 deep breaths while imagining that there is a ball of light blue light moving up and down your spinal column, up with each inhale and down with each exhale. Now we will have you anchor your energy. So you will imagine that bright ball of light. As it moves down your spinal column, it exits from the base of your spine in the shape of a root. This root extends and anchors down into the earth, reaching until it anchors into the earth's core, which looks like a bottle full of lightning, if you can imagine that. And the energy that is stored in the core of the earth begins to travel up this root that is anchored in, all the way until it enters into your spinal column, where it will travel all the way up, landing into your heart space, where it will transform into a golden light. This golden light will then move up your spinal column, exiting from the top of your head in the form of a branch. This golden branch reaches until it moves past the atmosphere of the earth, where it will connect into the golden web of consciousness. And as you connect into the golden web of consciousness, this golden energy will travel back down that branch, entering into your head, down the spinal column, where it too lands into your heart space. You may feel that internally you now are quite calm. Things may be quiet, at least more quiet than you are used to. We tend to call this space the void, as it is a place where nothing exists, but everything can come into existence. A place of choosing, where you can say, I no longer agree with the stories I've been telling myself. I would like to create new ones. Maybe if you have been struggling with a physical illness, the story that is repeating in your mind is that I am a sick person, or that there is something wrong with me. In this space, you get to decide to tell yourself that you are a healed person. That your body is in fact not betraying you, but attempting to keep you alive. If your worries center on maybe an emotional attachment, maybe to a friend, to a job, to a romantic partnership, or lack thereof, in this space, you get to let go, to understand that you are worthy of beautiful relationships, that you do not need the validation of others in order to be worthy, that you are whole without someone else by your side. Your souls are in fact not split in two, but that each one of you is whole and has everything they need without another. And this wholeness simply attracts more love and wholeness to add to it through relationship. Maybe your worries are of a financial nature. Maybe you feel that everything you do is not enough. That everything you want is just out of your reach. But in this space, you get to change that story, to decide that there's nothing outside of you that can give you safety or comfort, stability. These things come from within. And from within, you create the physical. This is why there are many thoughts on the fact that humans are quote unquote God. Because your vortex of energy is creating constantly. If you feel lack, scarcity, then you will create lack and scarcity, even if you have more than you have ever had before. And these words are maybe not unknown to you. But when you hear truth, you keep it in your mind. You do not allow it to move through you so that the wisdom integrates. Now, as you have worked through this issue that you have brought to us today, we will have you begin to imagine, to feel, and sense what the resolution should look, feel like. And as you begin to imagine, do not in your mind say, but this is not reality. As we heal and boost your energy fields now, the images that come to you are your reality. You have anchored and connected your energy so that you may feel fully what it feels like to be in touch with your soul. And your soul has the answers, always. And it is not overexcitable or ever in a state of fear. It is this feeling of calm and quiet, knowing, wisdom. So allow those images and feelings to take over. Without any thought of the fact that this is your imagination. Imagination is a word used to make you feel that your psychic senses are not real. Though if you are ever in that feeling of desperation or fear, then what you sense will be altered, will not be truth. It is only from this place of calm and quiet where the reality of what can be, of what is, may come to you. Now we are going to begin to raise your frequency slightly. You may feel some pressure in your head, maybe some ringing in your ears, or a slight wave of nausea, but these will pass quickly. Now imagine that that branch detaches from the golden web of consciousness and slowly retracts back into your spine, landing in your heart space. And that root detaches from the core of the earth, retracting also back into your spine and landing into your heart space. You may come back to this video as often as you'd like. And as we begin to wrap this up, feel free to remain lying down and in conversation with your guides and healers if you should like to be here a bit longer. Many of you are accepting more energy than you probably have before. We are just going to stay connected for a little bit longer in silence to assist. We hope that you have found healing, or maybe just some relief for the time being through this. We send our love and our support. And we walk with you individually on your paths in life. Good day.